Hi, my name is Conor McQuade. I'm a sales and leasing consultant here at Heritage Toyota in South Burlington, and today we're taking a look at the 2015 XLE all-wheel drive Highlander. Highlander features a 3.5-liter V6 engine with very easy access to our windshield fluid, engine oil, dipstick to check the oil, battery, and fuse box. Now, a great facet of most Toyota vehicles is the effort they put into fit and finish on the vehicle. They take the time to line the underside of the hood with felt. This helps to reduce road noise when you're in the vehicle driving down the road. On the back here, you can open the glass on the hatch independently, so if you need to access anything in the trunk without opening the entire lift gate, you can do so. And the vehicle has a power lift gate, so you can press and hold the button on the key fob, similar button up in the driver's console or on the lift gate itself, and it will open and close the trunk for you. There's jam protection, so if somebody's arm's in there when it's closing and it senses that, it will reverse direction. And this has a memory setting as well, so you can set this to open to the same height every time if you have a particularly low ceiling in your garage, whatever the case may be. We've got a tonneau cover that will cover up anything you may have in the trunk. Very simple to remove it. It just compresses like a shower curtain rod, and it's right out of the way. And there's actually a place to store the tonneau cover in the back of the vehicle as well. It will sit itself right down in here next to our spare tire changing kit. The third row of seats is a 60-40 split, so you can pull up 60%, 40%, or the entire third row. And that row will actually recline up to 45 degrees as well. So if you're on a long road trip, somebody can lean back and take a nap. We have a light for the trunk on this side, set of cup holders, 4 points of cargo tie-down hooks in the back here. Very well-equipped vehicle. We have a full alloy wheel, nice and resilient to road salt and corrosion. Roof rack with crossbars on the vehicle. This model also has a body side molding kit that will help to protect the vehicle in the event of a shopping cart rolling across the parking lot. It's going to hit that molding kit as opposed to the body of your vehicle. There's a one-touch lever for access to the third row, so you can just press that lever up, and that way you can access your third row from there. So now we're taking a look at the second row of the Highlander. We have sunshades on both the second row windows to keep the sun off the kid's face on a long trip. These seats will recline up to 45 degrees on both sides, as well as fold flat in the event to maximize storage space in the back. There are 2 sets of tethers and anchors for child safety seats, so you can have one in each outboard position or one center mounted. We have a center armrest with cup holders, independent control of the heat and air conditioning, climate control for the rear passengers, as well as an actual traditional power outlet. This entire second row will slide like a traditional first row, so if you need to piecemeal the legroom between the second and third row, you've got some options there. Power windows around the entire vehicle, front and rear side curtain airbags. It's a very safe vehicle. Highlander is also equipped with the smart key, so you can unlock the vehicle just by touching the door handle, hop in, drive the vehicle, hop back out, and press this little hash mark on the door handle, and that will lock your vehicle. Not only that, if you ever left your key in the car and you attempt to lock the vehicle, it won't let you. You can't lock your keys in the car. We have a 10-way power driver's seat. So this bar here is going to slide the seat forward and backward. It will also go up and down. Our seat back angle is controlled here. This is lumbar support for our lower back. And this button will actually change the angle of approach of the seat front here to help support your hamstrings. Here we have a defroster for the windshield wipers. So it's kind of a pain in the butt when you have to bang the ice off your wipers. That button will actually melt the ice right off of there for you. This button will activate our power lift gate. We have automatic headlights. You can just set them on auto and forget them. They'll turn on when they need to and shut off when they don't. Fog lights are controlled by that inner ring there. And the steering wheel will tilt and telescope. So if we release the steering wheel by pulling that switch towards the floor, you can go up and down. You can also go in and out with the steering wheel to get the right balance of arm room to leg room. We've got controls on the steering wheel that will operate the stereo, volume up and down. These arrows will skip tracks on a CD, scan through your radio station, skip for the next song on an iPod or any type of device like that. Bluetooth hands-free cell phone is standard on the vehicle. Also features Bluetooth audio, so if you have any music or audio on your phone you want to listen to in the vehicle, you can listen to it without even having to plug the phone in. Headlights, wipers, and cruise control. These buttons over here are going to help us navigate our touchscreen and get through the various options on that. We've got a nice giant center console to work with a removable storage tray and a power outlet in there. We have heated leather seats for both the driver and the passenger. The cup holders are all pretty adjustable depending on what you need or don't need for room there. As far as driving the vehicle is concerned, you pull the stick down to the right, you're in drive. The automatic transmission does all the work for you. You can click it over to the S mode and shift the vehicle manually like it was a standard transmission. This button will disable our traction control. This button will activate snow mode. Snow mode basically is like driving a standard shift car and starting it in second gear. You'll get a little bit better traction but less torque from the vehicle. DAC stands for downhill assist control. That's going to help to engage some engine braking as you're pointed downhill, particularly in the winter. And this button will lock the all-wheel drive system. That's an awesome feature that the Highlander offers. So this all-wheel drive feature is set up to shift power from the front to the back, depending on what we're asking for from the vehicle. That button will actually override that automatic shift and lock it into a more traditional four-wheel drive feel, a 55%, 45% split of the power, and that operates at speeds under 25 miles an hour. So once you exceed 25 miles an hour, it's just going to unlock itself and go back to traditional all-wheel drive. We've got a nice little pass-through for any cable that we need to connect to our USB or auxiliary input there, and you can lay the device up here without having the cord flying all over the place. Dual climate control up in the front, so you can have independent control for your driver, your passenger, and the rear passengers can have their own control of the climate, or you can just concentrate everything up in the front and do it that way. This is an automatic dimming rear view mirror, so this will automatically tint itself at night to protect you from the glare of vehicles behind you. We've got a holder for our sunglasses up here. Then this is Toyota's conversation mirror. It's very useful. You can actually keep an eye on your rear passengers without giving up your rear view mirror. These buttons will connect to our home link system, so if you have a garage door opener that you clip onto your visor, you can pair them up with that button there and not even have to hit the button on the visor. That will take care of it for you there. We have a power tilt and sliding moonroof, so it will crack itself open for a little air, or you can slide it part way or all the way. Then there's a sunshade to help protect from the glare on a particularly sunny day. So now we're looking at our dashboard. We have our outside thermometer, drive indicator, and then this screen is very useful. You can show a few different options. We can focus on fuel economy. We can have an actual compass on our dashboard. This is going to show us our information related to whatever audio source we're listening to. You can actually receive your text messages from your cell phone right on your dashboard, and then we can go in and adjust some settings there. You have an automatic climate control, so you can literally just tell this vehicle what temperature you want it to be. It will adjust the airspeed and temperature accordingly. And then you can have that divided up into 3 different sections, so you can have independent control for the driver, passenger, and rear passengers. But when you're by yourself, just press the sync button and everything's going to be controlled by this main knob there. We have a front defroster and a rear window defroster that's connected to defrosters in our rear view mirrors. So now we're going to take a look at our display screen and everything that it has to offer. We're looking now at the home screen. You can set up the home screen into 3 different sections, or you can have it as a 2-way split. Right now we have it in a 3-way split where we have our audio information, phone information, and navigation all visible on one screen. From here we'll also be able to access our settings. When we go into our settings, you can change if you don't want it to lock the doors when you put it in drive. You can adjust your door lock settings right on the dashboard now. Then we can access our phone menu. So from the phone button, that's going to bring us to our home where we'll have our entire contact list. You can have a dial pad set up. You can look at your call history, set up favorite contacts, even receive your text messages right on the dashboard of the vehicle. Really cool setup there. When I press the apps, it's going to bring us to our home screen for that. We have the access to our navigation. We can adjust our audio sources, change a few settings. You can even have Pandora Internet Radio, iHeart Internet Radio, Open Table restaurant reservations, movie phone, Bing search for points of interest. All of those apps pull themselves right up on the dashboard, so you can access everything and keep your phone in your pocket. Press the source button. You have AM radio, FM radio, XM satellite radio. You can stream audio via Bluetooth from your phone. You've got a USB and auxiliary input. You could even play a video on your vehicle's touchscreen when you're in park and watch it with the full sound coming through the speakers. This is also where we're going to see our backup camera display. So when we put the vehicle in reverse, those lines are going to show us the intended path of the vehicle. And then that is literally the edge of the rear bumper of the vehicle. So if you're parallel parking, you can see exactly how close you are to vehicles behind you. Well, thank you very much for taking some time to check out the 2015 XLE all-wheel drive Highlander with us here. We greatly appreciate the opportunity to earn your business here at Heritage. Please feel free to contact us anytime with any questions, or if you'd like to set up a time to come on down and take a test drive.